migrants from China are surging. The U.S. saw an influx of 37,000 last year. That's 10 times the number from the year before. So let's get the read from South China Morning Post reporter Bochen Han about this. Bochen, thanks for coming on. You've done a lot of reporting on this. Why are these migrants making this very difficult journey? And is there a rush to do it before our election?
So based on my conversations with some of the Chinese migrants, and of course, we can't independently verify their stories, they've identified a variety of push and pull factors. So for context, one tactic that they've used in the past is to overstay a U.S. tourist visa. However, U.S. tourist visa approval rates were particularly low during the pandemic. The ones I've talked to have expressed dissatisfaction with the lack of economic opportunity in China and political grievances, particularly with local officials in China. To give a range of some of the grievances that they've cited, it's everything from being fined for having a second child and not registering it, to not getting workplace injury compensation. So very commonplace issues that build up over time for them. Some of them also express feeling stifled and not being able to express themselves politically. And then they saw through social media that coming through the southern border was possible. And the way it was described to me was that, coming to America was America's a land of economic opportunity and also freedom. And a lot of them tell me that if they could have done it legally, they would have done it legally. And to your question about whether there's a rush to come before the election, I think this was more of the sentiment before the June 4th announcement by President Biden. And there was definitely the sentiment that, President Biden had friendlier asylum policies, and it was important to get in before that was revamped in case of changes in the election season. However, it's quite unclear right now what the situation is. A lot of them have started making the journey before the June executive order.
And I appreciate you explaining the factors and why people are doing this, because people could look at this. China's the second largest economy in the world. That seems surprising. But is it easier for Chinese migrants to get asylum in the United States as opposed to another country?
I've looked at some Department of Justice data that says that Chinese asylum seekers do have an approval rate for asylum higher compared to those from Latin American countries. So to get asylum, you need to show previous or potential individualized persecution upon return to your home country on the basis of one of 5 categories, including political opinion. And as one attorney put it to me, the Chinese cases are often more clear-cut because the persecuting actor could be shown to be the government, whereas in Latin America, a lot of the cases are based on instances of gang violence, and it's harder to frame that as political opinion. I haven't looked at comparative data between whether it's easier to get asylum in the United States versus another country.
And I want everybody to get a context of this. In order to make this trip, they start and correct me if I'm wrong, right? They start their journey by flying into the Middle East, then they go to Central America, and then they have to make what is a very long and dangerous trek through the southern border. And again, you said it, they're hearing this through social media, but is there other ways they're hearing about it? Am I right? Is this predominantly how they're making the trip?
Yes. So a lot of them first hear about it through social media, like the Chinese version of TikTok, which is called Douyin. And some of them actually hear about it through Western social media like Twitter. And then they join WeChat or Telegram groups, which are other social media messaging groups, to discuss with others who have made the journey before. So they get a sense of what life in America might be like. They get a sense of what the packages are in terms of the snakeheads they may have to use in terms of making the journey.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.